Hey there, I'm Prakash. Welcome to my garden, where many adventures have taken place. Today, I want to share a special story with you. This is the story about my cat, Whiskers. Whiskers isn't just any ordinary cat. He's got a heart of gold and the courage of a lion. He's not just any cat. Whiskers is the bravest cat I know. From the moment he stepped into our lives, he has been nothing short of extraordinary. He once chased away a big mean dog from our backyard. It was a sunny afternoon, and I was in the kitchen when I heard a commotion outside. I rushed out to see Whiskers standing his ground, fur bristling, as he faced off against the dog. With a fierce hiss and a swipe of his paw, he sent the dog running with its tail between its legs. Another time, he rescued our neighbor's parrot from a sneaky snake. It was early morning, and the garden was still covered in dew. I saw Whiskers perched on a branch, eyes locked on something below. To my surprise, it was a snake slithering towards the parrot. Without a second thought, Whiskers leaped down and scared the snake away. Whiskers is a hero. He's also very curious. He loves to explore. Every corner of our garden has been inspected by his keen eyes. From the tallest trees to the smallest flowers, Whiskers has seen it all. His curiosity often leads him to new adventures and discoveries. One day we got a letter. It was a special day, as letters from family always bring joy and excitement. It was from my grandfather, Dadaji. He has always been a source of wisdom and stories for our family. He lives in Rajasthan, a beautiful state in India. The landscapes there are breathtaking, with vast deserts, majestic palaces, and vibrant culture. Dadaji invited us to visit him. He mentioned that he had something special planned for Whiskers. He said he had a mystery for Whiskers to solve. Intrigued and excited, we began preparing for our journey, eager to see what adventure awaited our brave cat in Rajasthan. Rajasthan? Wow, I had only seen pictures of it. Dadaji said it was a land of kings and queens. He said there were majestic palaces and colorful markets. I was so excited. Whiskers seemed curious too. He rubbed against the letter, sniffing it with his tiny pink nose. Maybe he smelled an adventure. We packed our bags. We were going to Rajasthan. I couldn't wait to see the look on Whiskers' face when he saw all the colors and heard all the sounds. Rajasthan was even more vibrant than the pictures. Everything was so colorful. The clothes, the houses, the spices. There were camels everywhere and cows strolling down the streets like they owned the place. It was amazing. Whiskers' eyes were wide with wonder. He kept twitching his whiskers, trying to take it all in. We reached Dadaji's house. It was a beautiful haveli, a traditional Indian house with a courtyard and a big old mango tree. One day, Dadaji took us to the bazaar. It was a marketplace, like a giant open-air store. There were so many people and the smells. Oh, the smells were incredible. Spices, sweets, incense. It was a treat for the nose. Whiskers, though, was overwhelmed. He clung to my shoulder, his tiny heart probably racing. Suddenly, amidst the chaos, a mischievous monkey appeared. It snatched Dadaji's bag of special Alfonso mangoes and ran away. Whiskers leaped from my shoulder and disappeared into the crowd, chasing the monkey. "Whiskers!" I cried, panicked. He was gone, lost in the sea of people and colors. Dadaji looked worried too. Those mangoes were special. They were for a big village celebration that night. Just then, a girl about my age came up to us. She was holding Whiskers. He was trying to climb a stall after a monkey. She giggled, handing him back to me. "This one's a little adventurer." Section 6. The Legend of the Missing Mangoes. This story takes us to a vibrant bazaar in the heart of India, where the air is filled with the aroma of spices, the chatter of vendors, and the laughter of children. The market is a kaleidoscope of colors, with stalls brimming with fresh produce, textiles, and trinkets. Amidst this lively scene, a mystery unfolds. Her name was Rani, and she was Dadaji's neighbor's granddaughter. Rani was a spirited young girl, always curious and full of energy. She had a knack for finding herself in the middle of adventures, and today was no different. As she chatted with the neighbors over the fence, she overheard whispers about the missing mangoes. She told us that monkeys were always up to mischief in the bazaar. These clever creatures had a reputation for causing chaos, and they seemed to have a particular fondness for the sweet, juicy mangoes that were a staple in the market. The vendors were at their wits' end, trying to protect their precious fruits from the nimble hands of the monkeys. They loved stealing food, especially sweet mangoes. Don't worry, she winked. Rani had a plan. She had spent countless afternoons observing the monkeys and had learned their tricks. She knew that outsmarting them would require cunning and creativity. I know a thing or two about outsmarting monkeys. With a determined look on her face, Rani began to strategize. She gathered her friends and shared her plan. They would set up a decoy to distract the monkeys while they secured the real mangoes. It was a risky move, but Rani was confident in her plan. Rani led us through a maze of stalls and narrow lanes. The market was a labyrinth, with each turn revealing new sights and sounds. The children moved swiftly, weaving through the crowd with practiced ease. They knew the market like the back of their hands, and they were determined to reach their destination without attracting too much attention. Finally, we reached a quiet corner where an old woman sat selling colorful bangles. The old woman was a familiar face in the market, known for her beautiful bangles and her wise, knowing eyes. She had seen many things in her time, and she had a special bond with Rani. She had a twinkle in her eye and a mischievous smile, just like Rani. The old woman greeted Rani warmly, sensing that the young girl was up to something. With a knowing nod, she offered her assistance. Together, they set the stage for Rani's plan, ready to outsmart the mischievous monkeys and reclaim the missing mangoes. Section 7. Whiskers' clever plan. The old woman, Rani called her Nani, listened to our story. She chuckled, her bangles clinking like wind chimes. "Those monkeys," she said, "they love distractions." Nani whispered a plan to Rani and me. Whiskers seemed to understand too. He rubbed against Nani's leg, his tail twitching with excitement. We went back to the bazaar, this time with a plan. We gathered a bunch of kids from the market. Each of them held a colorful cloth, ready to distract the mischievous monkeys. Section 8. A sweet victory. We found the monkey troop near the mango stall. They were busy stuffing their faces with the stolen mangoes. As planned, the kids started waving the colorful cloths, shouting and dancing, creating a joyous commotion. The monkeys, distracted by all the hullabaloo, dropped the mangoes in surprise. Whiskers, quick as a flash, herded the mangoes away from the confused monkeys. He nudged them towards me with his head, one by one. We had the mangoes back. Everyone cheered. Section 9. Lessons from Rajasthan. That night, under the twinkling stars, the air was filled with a sense of magic and wonder. The vast expanse of the night sky seemed to stretch endlessly, each star twinkling like a tiny beacon of hope and dreams. It was a night that promised adventure and unforgettable memories. And the watchful eyes of the old mango tree, we enjoyed the delicious Alfonso mangoes. The celebration was a blast, with music, dancing, and laughter filling the air. The sweet, juicy mangoes were a treat for our taste buds, and the rhythmic beats of traditional Rajasthani music made our hearts dance with joy. The night was alive with the vibrant colors of traditional attire, the aroma of local delicacies, and the warmth of shared stories and laughter. It was a celebration of life, culture, and the simple joys that bring people together. Whiskers, the hero of the day, dozed off near my feet, his belly full of milk and treats. His soft purring was a comforting background to the lively festivities. Rajasthan was an adventure I'd never forget. The days were filled with exploration and discovery, while the nights were a time for reflection and bonding. Whiskers, with his playful antics and endearing presence, had become an integral part of our journey. His bravery and cleverness had saved the day more than once, and his loyalty was unwavering. As I watched him sleep peacefully, I couldn't help but feel grateful for the companionship and the lessons learned along the way. We learned that even though the world is full of surprises and challenges, a little bravery, a bit of cleverness, and a lot of kindness can help us overcome anything. The people of Rajasthan, with their resilience and generosity, taught us the true meaning of community and support. Whether it was helping each other during tough times or celebrating together during moments of joy, their spirit of togetherness was inspiring. We faced many obstacles, but with each challenge, we grew stronger and more determined. The lessons we learned were not just about survival, but about thriving and finding joy in the journey. And of course, it always helps to have a brave and clever cat by your side. Whiskers was more than just a pet. He was a friend, a protector, and a source of endless amusement. His presence reminded us that sometimes the smallest creatures can have the biggest impact. As we continued our journey through Rajasthan, we carried with us the memories of starry nights, joyful celebrations, and the unwavering bond between a person and their furry companion. These were the true lessons from Rajasthan, lessons that would stay with us forever.